Welcome back to the Trinity Podcast. I'm Charlie. I'm also joined here with Connor and Jacob. Today's topics are going to be Guardians 3, the movie, because we haven't spoke about that on the podcast yet. We've also got Marvel Snap. We've also got COD Zombies. And starting off today's topics, because Jacob wasn't here for last week, he's back, thank God. We're going to go over his top fives and the top 5 games and top 7 TV shows and movies. So we'll get straight into it. Jacob, did you see last week's podcast?
No.
You didn't?
Wow.
Wow.
You're so fake.
Also, thank God, like, were you needing me here?
I feel like we handled ourselves quite well without you here.
It was pretty
No
good.
offense, but we did all right.
But yeah, we're going to get into your top... We'll do top 5 games first, yeah. So, do you want to start us off working down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1?
So, like, 5 being the worst. Well, not the worst. But
Yeah.
5 being the bottom of your list right now.
You also need reasons why.
Okay, well, the fifth one is gotta be Super Mario Galaxy 2, because
It's
that is
actually
just
so good.
it is just a childhood game. I loved it. Yeah, that's really all. It's just there for the nostalgia.
It is a real nostalgic game. I played that quite a lot last year, and it is a really fun game. I only played the first one, but I can imagine the second one is just better.
I used to play Mario growing up. Is that the one where
he's in space?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Obviously.
Given away by the word galaxy.
The second one.
Right, number 4 spot.
Number 4, I've got to say the Lego. Oh, what was it? Lego Marvel Avengers, the first one.
Oh, I see that.
I've not played that Lego game.
I grew up on that.
Yeah, again for the nostalgia. Plus, it was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Are you a very nostalgic player? Because both games so far have been nostalgic.
Yeah, well, no, it's just a lot of the games back then they was really fun, and now games are just not as fun to me now.
Yeah.
I wish I could play games now like I did when I was younger, because playing the games when you were younger felt so much different.
How many do I have left?
Sat in front of the TV screen.
You got your top 3 left now.
Right.
Number 3.
So my third one is Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
2?
Yeah. Purely because of all the zombies in it, and I did enjoy the multiplayer. I got this when I was about 13, maybe
18.
2 decades ago.
18.
No, but
common fact: nobody plays Call of Duty when they turn 18.
Yeah, nobody really does. But I did play multiplayer a lot then. But then I got introduced to zombies as soon as 3 of the DLCs were out for it. But as soon as I played, I think it was Mob of the Dead, I got hooked on it all.
Yeah.
You know, the prison one.
Yeah.
And I've got a tattoo of it, so I do like my Call of Duty Zombies.
I really like that, the afterlife symbol.
Yeah.
I really like that.
My 4th game would be Minecraft, purely because it's always there. It's just there all the time, and you can just load it up whenever you want.
Do you mean
whatever
your
you want.
Your second?
Yeah, your second.
Oh, my second, not my
Yeah, I agree with that. Minecraft's one of the most solid games ever released, I feel.
I think that's personally higher for me, just because of the stuff I've...
What, higher than second? You'd put Minecraft
sorry,
first?
no. A lot higher in my list, in the top 10, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but it's always there for me when I need a little timing game.
I see
A little
that.
bit of running.
Yeah.
Big finale. What's this?
My favorite number 1 game is Black Ops 3.
Ooh.
I hated the multiplayer and campaign, but the zombies was just always there for me.
Yeah,
I loved it all.
I agree, but I disagree with the multiplayer. I agree fully with the campaign, though. That campaign was so boring.
Yeah. What I do, I was in secondary school at the time, so still not 18.
You're off to prison.
Every time, as soon as I came home from school, I'd load it up. I'd play it, do all Easter eggs. Well, I won't do them all in one day because when I was younger, they were a lot harder. In
Yeah.
that, it's like that for a lot of games. There, you go back to the games now. It's like, oh, this game's easy.
Yeah.
How did I struggle on this?
But yeah, just plus now that I've got PC, I'm able to go on the Steam Workshop and play all the custom zombies maps.
Yeah.
It's something new every time now.
But yeah, thanks for your top 5 games. Now let's talk about your top 7 TV shows and movies. Me and Connor have a very interesting list. Right.
Can I do best first, please? Because it's a lot
Yeah.
harder. Well, my favourite ever film is Real Steel.
Ooh.
I watched that when I was younger, I
Ooh.
think.
Ooh.
Real Steel.
Is that all
That's
about
got
the
to be.
robots fight?
Yeah.
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 Really, I didn't expect you to be a Real Steel kind of guy.
Yeah. It's just a really good watch.
Yeah.
There's nothing else about it. It's just really, really good to watch.
I'll
see that.
rewatch it again soon, I think.
You'll definitely look differently on it because when you were younger, you're like, "Ooh, funny robots fighting. This is very intriguing." But now, when you look at it, you get more of a story for it. I reckon.
When I watched it when I was younger, I didn't really
What?
it didn't interest me when I was younger.
Really?
But now that I've like watched like stuff like Transformers stuff, which is also robots fighting, I feel like I'll have more of an edge for it.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of used to seeing robots fight because of my massive Transformers watch through recently.
I'll see that.
My second movie or TV show is Wall-E, the Disney Pixar film.
Ooh,
Wall-E?
Wall-E.
Wall-E.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because
That's crazy.
I'm in love with space and like it's just robots as well.
I see that.
Okay, I see a theme coming on, but
It's
yeah.
it's literally the best Pixar film they've ever made. I think.
I like
Obviously,
Inside
apart
Out
from
more.
Cars.
Is Inside Out Pixar or is that just straight Disney?
Yeah, Inside Out Pixar.
I think Inside Out's the best like Disney release when it comes to animated films, like hands down.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, it's up there. It's just not up there.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Series for number 3, The Office, American Office.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot to add that to my list.
Ooh. We got to do like a.
Wait.
What we should do.
American or UK?
American.
Okay, good. Alright, Charlie, go on.
What we should do, I reckon, we all make like little lists of our top. We'll say 20. We make top 20, and then once we've got all that filled out, we're gonna post it on our Instagram. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
so
I feel
people
like we
get
should
more of
upload
a understanding of what type of things we like and where we sort of differ from each other. Like there's some instances where
We are very different.
Yeah, so Jacob likes Pixar movies. We like Marvel movies.
Yeah, like for instance, like
yeah.
my number one film or TV show is Miss Marvel, and Jacob's opinions on that will probably differ.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, The Office. I can just rewatch it whenever I want.
Yeah, it's one of the best things.
I've rewatched it like 3-4 times now.
Valid.
Because there's so many seasons, I don't think I can watch through it all. I just reckon I can put an episode on, watch it, and then just keep going. I wouldn't watch it all, I reckon. I reckon I could watch about a season and then just get a bit bored.
Like, the only thing I've got against The Office is when Michael's not manager.
Yeah.
When, like,
That's so
Will
sad.
Ferrell and then the Andy, is that the other
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
who takes manager for? I don't like Andy. I think Andy's a boring character. He's what Andy was like. What they tried to make Andy be, and like, and then he kind of grew up a bit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
There was a
Number
lot
4.
of cries in that TV show.
Number 4 spot.
Number 4. I had something in my head. Ooh. I think Deadpool.
Deadpool. That's
Yeah,
good.
Deadpool 1 and 2 for like the others. You
Yeah.
know, the next
Yeah.
two.
But it's
In-
such a good watch. Like no matter what mood you're in, it's just something I feel
Funny.
like you can always watch.
Very funny. Oh, by the way, my top 6 game is Deadpool.
I didn't realize there even was a Deadpool game. I'm
I
gonna be
haven't
honest.
played it. I think it's Xbox exclusive. That's why.
No, it's been taken down because of how like offensive it all was, and
Jesus,
like
Oh,
really?
Activision took it down. Yeah,
right. Yeah, yeah.
so you can't purchase it anymore.
Well, you're
It
gonna
was on
say
PlayStation
really,
4.
Deadpool is probably one of the most offensive superheroes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's
but
also
yeah,
the
it's from
coolest.
what I'm looking at, Charlie. It's I just keep seeing PlayStation like covers for it.
Oh, it might have been PS3 then. I don't remember.
It's PS3 and PS4 from what I'm seeing.
All right.
Anyway,
Mm.
next. Sorry.
So what have I done so far? I've done Real Steel, Wally, Office,
This
Deadpool 1 and
Deadpool.
2, so that's number 6. Um, hmm.
Do you want? Do you want
Anything
me?
recent?
It's gotta be like the Spider-Man.
The
Like,
Spider-Man. Amongst the 7 Spider-Man films that are out right now, or 9 even.
Into the Spider-Verse. Is that
Which
the
one?
first one?
The first one's
The
Into the
first one.
Spider-Verse. Yeah.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that is
It's
a
just,
solid watch.
I do like my Into the Spider-Verse. Um,
Who was your
I
favorite
just like
character
it.
from that?
Oh, Miles, just Miles.
You just like the main
Yeah,
character? You that boring?
yeah, yeah. I'm not boring, but
It
I
is
just
a
like.
good character.
I love it when he jumps off the building. At this like, what's
What's
the
up,
end of the film?
Danger?
That's
Yeah, what's the danger?
out of context. That sounds awful. What's your number 7 then? Is it 7 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Green Mile. That's what I was gonna say.
Green Mile?
Isn't that
Yeah,
about that?
Tom,
Um.
Tom Hanks and I think it were a boxer. I don't know, but John Coffey was his character name. And it's basically like a guy in prison going to electric chair because he like allegedly killed these 2 girls.
Yeah.
Um, but he's got like powers that can heal things and make people invincible
Yeah.
or live forever.
Sounds
Uh,
interesting.
so it is an old film, a very old film, but
Yeah, it's
it's a
9.
classic.
Wait, what was that? 1999.
1999. Wow, I watched it at my dad's one day.
Really?
Yeah,
It's
you
based.
know,
It's based on a thing. It's based on an actual book as well.
yeah, on
Stephen King.
ITV movies.
I've not
And
heard the words ITV in a while.
I remember it because there was that 118 advert before it all.
No, not well. Those 2 guys on like the big
Yeah, them
bikes.
two guys and did like reenact movie scenes and be like 118 or something.
Alright, so that's a decent games and TV show movie list. I'm not gonna lie, you've got some taste.
So yeah, there's some sort of really different ones, but like the aspect the thing you're saying that you like space, it proper links into what you've chose, I reckon.
Yeah, it's like as we said earlier, like it's a very good list, but obviously it differs so much from mine and Charlie's.
Like
Like I don't think there's a single overlap between, except from like Across the Spider-Verse maybe. But I think you chose Into the Spider-Verse, right, Charlie?
oh yeah,
Oh no, other way around even. I'm pretty sure you chose
I chose
Across.
across.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the only somewhat overlap between all 3 of our lists,
One thing we
which
do have
is
in common is
good.
we've all got at least a Marvel project on there,
Yeah.
but that just proves that we all like sort of Marvel and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I
Um,
think we should do that Instagram thing, or just like with like more topics than just films and TV shows. I think we should do like games and like just
yeah,
random stuff.
Would you
Just
say
have
the
a
animated Spider-Man is a Marvel thing?
it.
well,
Because
yeah.
it was made by Sony. Like, it
Well,
is made by Marvel. It's
wait,
just,
you did have Deadpool on there as well, though.
Oh yeah, that was it.
that's when 20th Century Fox did it, didn't
Ah,
it?
it's still an
Yeah.
association with Marvel, though, is it
Yeah,
not?
it's definitely association with Marvel because they're all Marvel characters.
Yeah, I think it's in the same way that Venom's a Marvel film.
Yeah,
I think, yeah. Like it's still under the umbrella of Marvel, but it's not main produced by Marvel. It's just still
Yeah.
Marvel umbrella.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, very good lists.
Speaking
I
of
can't
Marvel,
fault it at all.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Marvel, something that we didn't like discuss in our like podcast, like we'd normally review these movies. There's one movie that we haven't talked about like at all. We might have had references to it or maybe a tiny little subject, but it was Guardians 3. So we all saw that together. There's just some questions that we like want to ask. What did we all think of it really? Because we haven't spoke about it on here. Obviously, we've got our reviews up on our page. If you want to check it, it's our Instagram there. But yeah, what did we like in it?
I'll let Jacob go first.
Oh well, I just love the obviously space. You know me, space.
Yeah.
I love it all.
We know you. Space Jacob.
um, I love how well to do with Rocket as well. How his whole background came. So I have been wanting to know a lot about him.
Yeah.
It's quite a big mystery from the other two films, like what Rocket's backstory was, and I feel like this, like Guardians 3, was like the best way to show it.
It was the best Guardians film out of the three.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
really like 2, so I don't know. I like that it delved into Rocket's past and stuff like that because I've always like sort of loved Rocket as a character. But I just feel like number 2 takes it for me just because of all the visual effects and how good it looks and the songs. I'm an 80s guy.
I'm not saying like Guardians 2 is a bad film, but I disagree with that. I
Yeah.
think Guardians 1's better.
I'm saying
Well, not
Guardians 2
best.
is
I
a
think
bad film.
Guardians. It goes Guardians 3, 1, and then 2. I'd even
Yeah.
put Holiday Special above 2. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed the Holiday Special.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad film. Guardians 2. It's just I feel
I'm
like
saying
Guardians
it's a
1
bad
and
film.
3. That's where we differ, Jacob. I'm just saying it's just the other two just do it more for me. But
Yeah.
Guardians 3 was a really good film. I loved how funny it was at times with Adam Warlock's character.
Don't be Nash.
Don't be rash. But then also at sometimes like, well, I say sometimes, but most of the times it actually like made the audience cry, like
Yeah.
ugly cry. And I love that little like contrast they have where they can go from one scene of like making people like almost weird themselves laughing to then actually make them way out their eyes pretty much.
Yeah. Well, bit of a weird analogy, but it's fine.
You know what I mean.
So we've obviously seen it all. There is going to be spoilers here because we're going to talk about what's to come and stuff like that. So just a spoiler warning here. But what do we think? We've seen what the new Guardian lineup looks like with like King Groot, Warlock, Rocket, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What do we think's to come for the Guardians? Obviously, we know the big project that they're leading up to of Kang. But all in all, what do we think is going to come up?
I think there's going to be two separate films to come from this Guardians 3. Because it's been disclosed as that Guardians. This is the final like trip like for Guardians of the Galaxy. I feel like
the final trip with these people. That you need
well, if
to
you let me finish my sentence,
emphasize.
Charlie, instead of interrupting me with your stupid head. This is the final trip for the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I feel like the team at the end is not the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like they're gonna have a different name, which is the reason why it can't. But that's the reason why I think there's gonna be another film including them. But what's the lineup? It's Rocket, King Groot, Cosmo, Adam, Thylavelle, and I always forget the Arrow guy's name, the new one.
I don't know what his name is.
Kraglin.
That's it, yeah.
So I think that's a really strong lineup. Kraglin's really good with that now. A telekinetic dog is obviously always really strong.
He's a good boy, Cosmo.
And Thylavelle, she is crazy strong when it comes to a comic character.
I haven't seen much on her, so I don't know.
She's absolutely like mental when it comes to power. I could be wrong, but I think she did play a part in the Secret Invasion-ish storyline or leading up to it. Maybe it's either that or the Infinity storyline, but I don't know. But in the comics, she's in a relationship with Drax's daughter, which I think is kind of interesting. But obviously, Drax's kid's dead in this universe.
I'm excited for the Star-Lord solo in the film.
Yeah, that's the other film I was hinting towards, like, because at the end it says Star-Lord will return.
Yeah, it said the legendary Star-Lord will return.
The legendary Star-Lord, sorry, yeah, which in the comics he is called the legendary Star-Lord on, like, comic covers, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than just Star-Lord. So, yeah, I think that hints majorly to a solo project for Star-Lord.
Yeah, so going into these movies, we had like not teasers or spoilers to it, but me, I'm pretty sure we all thought, oh yeah, so this is deep diving into Rocket, or they could be deep diving into Rocket because he's gonna die, or one of the Guardians is gonna die, and they'd marketed it so perfectly that going into this, we thought someone were gonna die, and they changed it. So who did we all think was going to die out of them all?
Drax.
I thought Drax too.
It just makes sense. He's like David Bautista's contract ended with Marvel, so
Yeah,
there's no reason why they should have kept his character alive. Well, I'm happy they did, because we got that scene at the end where it says you want Born to be a destroyer who's born to be a dad,
yeah,
which was one of the best lines. But I feel like they could have used his death for like major plot purposes.
yes, yeah.
Did anyone die?
No,
I
no one
totally
died.
forgot.
No one died.
Well, other than Rocket's friends, Lila, Teeth, and
Oh,
Flaw.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rest in peace, those gorgeous animals.
I like Teeth. The big like what's the animal? Like the big
Walrus.
sea lion. I'm about to say sea lion. I always got sea lions and walruses mixed up as a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I still ask as a kid. I still do.
Law.
Who did you think was gonna die? Jacob.
Who did I think was gonna die? I didn't think anyone was gonna die.
Yeah, you actually said that. You predicted it perfect. I was like, somebody's got to die. Like we had a massive conversation about this before.
Oh, no one's gonna die.
Not
They're
gonna
just
lie.
showing it. Out. It's what they do.
It was so long ago. I was like, I've kind of forgot, so I might
Yeah.
have to re-jog my memory.
They made us think Rocket was gonna die, but I just feel like that was just too good to, well, not good to be true, but like they can't that hinted at it that much. I just felt like it wasn't true.
Yeah,
With all the trailers, like 90% of the trailers was like Rocket's like death, well, quote unquote death scene. But well, did he die for like a second? I'm pretty sure, didn't he? Then he got brought back.
yeah.
He was on surgery bed.
Yeah, which was still even though I knew he wasn't going to die, just from like common sense, it was still like a proper powerful scene when they were all around his bed.
Yeah.
That was like
And,
the
like,
whole reason why they
Yeah,
went
and the
to
phone
see
call
him.
afterwards with Nebula, when Nebula actually the first time she showed emotion is when she heard Rocket was alive.
Yeah, because they like sort of connected through the blip and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I'd love to see a solo series of Rocket and Nebula just connecting through the blip. I think that would be pretty cool.
I'd like to see a series where it's not like necessarily just their like relationship through the blip, but like every relationship through the blip, where like with like obviously like how What If has different episodes per episode has different plot lines. I feel like we should have like a mini
Call it the
series where
Blip.
where
Yeah.
it follows like a different set of characters per each episode of the blip. So it, like follows like Cassie Lang growing up through the blip, stuff like that.
Right, coming out of the cinema. Sorry, I was taking a drink there. Coming out
It's fine.
of the cinema. So we obviously talked about before we went in, but on exit of the cinema, how did we all feel? I definitely felt lost. I'm going to tell you that much.
I laughed at Connor's face and told him that nobody died.
Yeah, that was a, a bit of a kick in the teeth, but acceptable. I honestly can't remember what post credits was for this one. Oh yeah, the thing is, after like just like every other release, I walk out and talk instantly about the post credits, which obviously I've already stated my opinion on both. So it was, I felt like it was a really good watch. I was happy with what I saw.
Just to ask everyone that's watching, so me and Connor normally talk about the film before we do a podcast about it. Me, Connor and Jacob talk about the film before we do like a podcast about it. Would you like us to show our raw opinion and not talk about it like after we get out of the cinema and just complete silent until we're on here, so we could talk about it, get our opinions across where we agree and disagree? Or would you like us just to come in and know our opinions and know what each other are going to say? I feel like this is something that you guys should sort of talk about, or sorry, not talk about, tell us which one you'd prefer. So the next film that we're watching is the Marvels.
Wait. Also, I feel like people should just comment below telling us what we should do reviews on.
Just straight up, just comment below, give us some
Yeah.
interaction.
Anything you guys think's interesting and you want to see a review on it, like what other people think, just put it down below.
Agreed.
Yeah, like I'll relate to our first episode. Sorry, a call back to our first episode. We had a comment about the Flash, from someone. Obviously, not a lot of us know about the Flash, and I've said this last podcast, but yeah, not a lot of us know about the Flash. But if you tell us sort of something that we should watch and review, we'd watch it. Might take us a couple of weeks because we're a bit like off schedule, all of us. But it might take us a couple of weeks to sort of watch it, and then we'd review it. We'd do like a written review if you want us to, and then we'd talk about it in the podcast of what we think and sort of stuff like that. But yeah, we'll probably be uploading TikToks this week and putting on our Instagram. So if you want to just go follow it, TikTok's the Trinity Podcast, and the Instagram is _ the Trinity official _. But yeah, just go follow us over there.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounded like you was closing out the podcast then. I felt like I was like watching the end of a video.
No.
I felt really weird then. So the TikTok is this. Make sure you go like and comment down below, and like it felt like you was proper closing it then for us.
No.
So that's not in the script.
But yeah, that's what we should do. Sorry, just let us know what we should do, sort of stuff like that. Give us more things to talk about. But yeah, shall we move on?
Yeah.
One quick thing about TV show. I like movies and stuff. I watched the Batman earlier. Have either of you two watched that?
I have.
Jacob?
No.
Have you not? You should watch the Batman. Like, I thought it was gonna be weird going into it because the character is obviously Robert Pattinson, which I don't think he beforehand. I didn't think he felt that like fit the title of Batman.
Mm.
But he was really good, and it was like a really good watch. I voiced my opinion before. I hate Batman as a character, but I did really enjoy this, especially the Riddler.
I just want to clarify. I was the one that recommended this to Connor. I was like, if you like dark and cynical stuff, you should watch Batman. If you,
I watched it because my brother told me to watch it.
I've definitely told you to watch the Batman before.
Not in the recent like past. Maybe before.
I've definitely
like,
told you so.
The reason I watched it, I got told like 2 or 3 days ago by my brother to watch it.
Well,
Batman's
I know
the
I've said.
coolest character ever.
No, I think Batman's mid, but the Batman movie's pretty good.
Yeah, but the the villain Riddler, he was actually so good in it. It's just like another like example of like you don't have to have powers in order to be strong.
Yeah.
As long as you like, it just shows like knowledge is power, like which is like one of the big staples in like films, and it was handled so well, and I loved it.
Since we're talking about things we've watched so far, I'm gonna go on to a game quickly. So I started playing through Diablo. It's like an RPG type thing. I'm playing through it so far. It's pretty fun. As much as it's just button mashing and stuff like that, hoping it works. It's working for me right now, and I'm enjoying it. But yeah, if you want me to review it when I've finished it, I will. Just let me know in the comments.
Can you finish it? I thought it was like a
constant
game.
There's
like
a story.
Minecraft.
There's a story to it. Yeah. But yeah. Another big thing that's happened this week is Marvel Snap. We talked about it last week. This was before the event. So it launched the PC port for it. So we obviously could play it on Steam. Just like it'd be like the mobile version. But yeah, it got a full port for PC and stuff like that. I just want to know what do we all think of it?
I don't think Jacob's played it. I'm gonna be honest. Have you?
I've not played the new one though.
No, I think it looks actually gorgeous. The entire UI and interface is it's just amazing. Like it all works so well.
Yeah, I personally like it.
Yeah, it's everything. So it's hard to navigate because it's new to us. So it's really hard to navigate through it, but other than that, I think like the way like the card collection screen, like it's so easy to go through, like easy to like sort your cards.
Yeah.
And seeing the challenges on the right and your battle pass level and stuff like that, it's just everything's just so much more clear. But like I said, because it's brand new and I've been playing normal Marvel Snap for about a year now, it's hard to navigate for me for like this first week.
Yeah. There's one thing I do want to talk about that I haven't said anything about. It's the cinematic trailer for it. Oh my god.
You've got to have seen that, Jacob.
I have seen it.
What do you think of that?
I don't get why can't make a Marvel series like that.
Because of how it's animated and drawn, it costs and takes so long to do it.
Yeah.
I know it costs, but they're giving us a trailer for something that looks nothing like the game. or any gameplay, and like it is the same story. It is the same story. You get different variants in the game, all that, but they're giving us a trailer for a game that looks nothing like the game.
Yeah, I remember talking with you before Marvel Snap even came out, Jacob. Like from what it looked like, we thought it was
Yeah.
like some sort of unique Smash Bros game, and
It,
I'm happy it's I'm happy it's a good game, but it let me down that it wasn't a Smash Bros style game
that
because
made me so sad.
it has so much potential with all these all these characters from comics like going against each other in a fighting like format. Like I said, I'm happy with the card game. Like I really love the game, but a part of me still wishes it was still that Smash Bros type 2D fighter game. Like
Yeah.
I'd love that game so
I
much.
thought honestly it'd be a bit like a pixelated type Smash Bros. That's what I was really hoping for. I remember now.
Yeah. Like
Just pixelated Marvel heroes with their abilities, but just
yeah.
smash.
Because obviously it couldn't be like a Mortal Kombat style game because like obviously the Contest of Champions exists, which
Yeah.
then like stuff like that. But like a Smash Bros like platformer fighter, it would have worked so well, and I'm so upset that it didn't come out like that.
Maybe it's in development. There is something going on. Is it Insomniac? Yeah, Insomniac, where they've got an untitled project.
They're doing
I
something with Captain America and what's it, Black Panther, aren't
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
what is that? I swear I've heard that.
I don't know.
They're doing sort of a solo game of it. So they're obviously doing the Wolverine. They do the Spider-Man games, and then they're gonna do like a Black Panther open world game. I don't know. I haven't heard much about the Captain America one, but I know we've got like a couple of little looks at Black Panther.
No, the Black Panther and Captain America one are the same game.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a little trailer of like a faded out Black Panther and World War II guy with a shield, so Captain America, we're guessing.
Oh.
But
I haven't seen that, so yeah, I'll have to look that up. But yeah, that's what I know so far about it. There's obviously nowhere near to being finished because they're still touching up Spider-Man 2. But yeah. So back on the Marvel Snap thing. I obviously know my favorite season, but what are your guys' favorite season?
What in Marvel Snap?
Yeah. It could be coming up. It could be stuff that we know that's coming up. There could be past seasons or.
I feel like you're only saying the thing what can come up because you know that I'm excited for the Miss Marvel season. What is
That's the only
rumored?
reason I've said it. Yeah.
But like the season I've played is either the first season when it first came out when Miles was like the season pass card
Yeah.
because now I've got like a Miles Morales variant where you won't ever be able to obtain.
I know. That's
Um,
sad.
It's either that or when Ghost Spider came out. That like movement season was really fun to play.
I don't like movement cards or decks anymore. I used to absolutely bash that off. I've got the Arnim Zola one now. It's doing pretty well. But I love Ghost Spider, so I've got that's my favorite season.
Yeah, Jacob, do you remember any seasons you've played?
only the Ant-Man and Wasp
Oh.
one.
The Quantum Mania season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That were a good season to be fair. That was an enjoyable season.
I don't think I was fully playing there, so I didn't really understand
No, that's when
it.
you started playing.
Yeah. So going forward from Marvel Snap, what do we think's to come? What would you want from the game to make it 10 times better, or just even this little smidge better? I know you were talking about like a game mode that like multiple people can play, like a tabletop game where it's like the characters are like 3D models, stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be good. I think I mentioned, was it last week, that I'd want more different like archetypes in the game. Where
Yeah.
I think you also like we had the same brainwave for a second, where like when you group certain characters together, then the abilities unlock like how High Evolutionary does.
Yes. Yeah.
So like if you put like a full Avengers team on your deck, then like something would like activate, have like a special like ability or something. But
Yeah.
something like that, or just as I've voiced this opinion many times on Marvel Snap's official Discord that we need to be able to choose to go back on borders for his cards because there's so many different like cards what look really nice with a certain border, but we can't use that because we have to upgrade them. The game forces us to upgrade them and get rid of that border.
Yeah, I regret upgrading my Killmonger now. Uh,
So I told you not to.
you
I
did
did
tell me
warn you.
not to. Yeah, I just do regret upgrading it now because now I have to go for a gold border, which is very difficult.
Yeah, it's like a 10% chance to get that.
Yeah,
Jacob, any things to go towards Marvel Snap's future?
because you personally don't play that much anymore, do you?
No, I don't. I did enjoy it at the beginning, but I don't really play it
you
now.
took too many L's from me.
No, because if you remember at a time, I were absolute beast in UI, Connor.
He used to use like a multiple man Iron Fist deck, and I
Oh,
had nothing to
Yeah.
counter that. But then I started playing more than him, and my card like pool went like so much higher to the point where his deck just didn't do anything against me anymore.
Yeah, like it was the Black Panther one where it went up to like 700 or something.
um,
Crazy.
there we go. So like I think you stopped playing when I used a Cerebro deck against you, where all my cards are the highest power, like multiplied.
Yeah.
That was mental. You should get back into it eventually. I feel like you'd be so far behind now; it'll be hard to catch up to people.
Yeah, I
But
know, I know.
it's a shame in reality. But
do you want to voice your opinions on the spotlight caches, Connor, while we're here?
I don't think I can because I feel like we would get banned for bad language. I am beyond upset, is the best word I can say. About the spotlight caches are just ripping me off.
Just for
No,
context, Connor opens spotlight caches, and spotlight caches you can get 3 cards, but if you've already owned this card, you get 1,000 tokens, and to get like variants of them cards, you've got to get all 3 of them, and then the extra card that you get, and then it moves on to the variants. And Connor, for the past 2 spotlight caches that he's opened, because you get one every like what is it, 120 levels.
20 levels.
Every time he opens one, he's opened tokens which can buy cards with, but he's not getting enough. And then the past 2 I've opened, I've got one of his favorite cards, and then I opened another one and got something else, but it was a card that not tokens. So it was pretty like really riled up and voices opinions to me very loud. I'll tell you that much.
Very harshly.
Yeah.
It's upset me to say the least. Well, I say to say the least. That's the nicest way and the most safest way I can put it.
Yeah. But I feel like I agree with Connor. Like as soon as I probably start getting tokens, I'll get really mad. And
But they never advertised it where it says you can get 1,000 tokens for like getting a duplicate card.
I know.
Because there's like for the series 4 and 5 cards you can get, there's about 100 cards you can get, and I've got like majority of them. But the fact that you can get duplicates rather than getting the new cards, it's just stupid. Like
Yeah.
I can't stand it, man.
I agree with that.
Anyway,
But
do
yeah.
we move on? I don't think there's anything much else to say about
I
Marvel.
don't think there's much else for Marvel Snap. Obviously, there's stuff that we can talk about that'll improve the game, but nothing that will get done to the point where we should discuss it.
Yeah,
But
like
yeah.
I love the game, but it does annoy me sometimes.
We're gonna go on to another game that we've been wanting to talk about for the past 2 weeks, but Jacob's been in London. Me and Connor are not going to speak about it without him because he's probably the main player of it. But it's Call of Duty Zombies. Now,
Oh yeah.
it's in your top lists, 2 games which have zombies, and you've
Yeah.
mentioned zombies.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
tell us what you know. Go on.
Well, so apparently, well, not apparently, it's official that Zombies is coming to the new Call of Duty game, which is Modern Warfare 2.
So,
Yeah.
isn't it free?
No, it's 2.
Oh, Modern Warfare 3, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Wow, Charlie really gaslit me then, even though I was right.
Yeah.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
Sorry.
But I don't know how to feel about it.
What is it?
because
Like, what's
basically
about it?
So you know normal zombies, how it's like round base, you go up to a certain round, do these certain steps, complete an Easter egg, go to the
Yeah.
box, get perks, blah blah blah. All this, that and other, right? Basically in Cold War, Black Ops Cold War, there was a mode called Outbreak, where it was like open world. It would use the Battle Royale maps.
No, they
Oh.
haven't done that yet.
Well, no, but like there were like mini battle royale maps for the well, for a zombie map, but they'd not changed the map at all to make it look like a zombie map. Um, Basically, it's just open world, and you do the same task over and over again. It wasn't that good, but it was repetitive as well. But it filled the time, and it was more to the zombies.
Yeah.
You
So
get me?
just for people that didn't really understand that, because I know it's probably gone all over the place. Sorry, Jacob.
It is.
But basically, in Outbreak, you do these certain objectives and go through like a portal to like different version of it, and there is no rounds. The only way you can make that round number go up is after you teleport. And once you do that, you go into a harder version of zombies. It doesn't feel like original at all. It doesn't feel like zombies. It just feels like, oh yeah, we've clumped all this map together, and we're just gonna, put players in it, and they're gonna fight zombies. They're not got no objective to do. They've got to turn on power in each map to teleport, and that is it. And that's something that I don't like about it. That's probably why I won't play the next zombies until they
I
go back to round based.
I personally like how that sounds. I'm not gonna lie. That seems more like a zombies game mode than zombies, where you go against zombies in like an outbreak form rather
Yeah,
than waves, because it feels more like a zombie apocalypse then, rather than like somebody's letting like a bunch of zombies at a time go after you.
yeah.
I don't know. And then
I
you
mean,
go into
yeah.
like slightly harder rooms. I feel like
Do
that's
I do
more.
like the open world aspect of it, and that's what they promoted on the new game. But
Yeah,
everyone just feels like it's going to be the same.
I feel like I'm kind of looking forward to that more than like I feel like that'll get me back into Call of Duty is playing that type of zombies. I'm not gonna lie.
Apparently, it's
It's
going to be free as well because it's like
free.
a the side mode. Yeah,
Damn.
they
But
did
yeah,
it.
that sounds fun. Like really fun for me.
They did the same with BMZ for the most recent COD, Modern Warfare 2, which is basically that, but instead of fighting actual people, you fight in bots.
Mm. Yeah,
Personally,
I'll play that with you, Jacob, when it comes out.
Right.
I feel like it's better with playing with people rather than your own. I'm a solo zombies player, so I enjoy playing on my own and doing certain
Yeah,
steps on
that's
my
just
own.
boring though. There's no way you sit there and play a full round of zombies by yourself.
There is like if you have
Uh,
some good music on, you're going through the round, you're in a certain spot, and you just get up to like on Friday I played the Horizon Drac and I got up to like 60 or something. I was just sat there playing that. It was pretty fun. You level up stuff like that. But yeah, I just like to unlock stuff and do something that makes it worthwhile rather than
yeah.
go through this. You probably would level up and level up your guns, stuff like that, but I like starting off with a pistol and having to upgrade that. But whereas in like Outbreak and stuff like that, or Cold War in general, you'd start with a class and you'd have your class, you'd be able to upgrade your weapon, but you'd start with it. So like the earlier rounds, like up to one to five would be like a piece of cake. Whereas in a normal zombies, it's like, oh, you've got to maximize how much you're spending, what you're getting, what you actually need to do, what you need to
I don't know.
get.
I think you're kind of wrong there. I feel like
I might be
the
wrong.
first
Some
the
people
first
might
like
agree.
15 waves in like a zombie like a normal zombies game is like really easy. Like you can generally go through like the starting room weapons, like
Yeah.
what you can just buy off the walls. Like I feel like the new zombies mode is a lot more challenging and a lot more like strategic in how it works.
It could be because I haven't played it enough. Because the last zombies game I played was I don't remember what it was. I think it was Modern Warfare 2. I think it might have been DMZ. It's where it's on like a trench type place, I think. But it's like where you got to do rituals to open up doors, and it's just
Oh,
really annoying.
Vanguard.
Vanguard, that was it, yeah. But I just really did not like that at all.
Nobody liked it.
No, I feel like they overuse like the ritual like type of format now in like zombies. I'm sick of like because the entirety of like Black Ops 3's like story mode was like doing ritual like different types of rituals on different maps.
Yeah,
Like
and
Shadows of Evil rituals, like you have to like eight in order to complete the game. Like, and that's I think I'm underestimating there. And then then like the Horizon Direct to get certain like bow upgrades, but I think it's for the I don't know which bow it is off the top of my head actually. You've got to put on one of the keepers to different parts of the map and protect it or something.
no, that's the Easter egg.
That's the Easter. I knew it was something to do with Horizon, but either way, it's just the same thing where you've just got to start something just like in a small area and just like I don't know. They overuse that format too much.
I agree, but I
Mm.
don't agree just because I like the Reisendreck. That's one of my
I agree, but I don't agree. All right,
yeah. So the Reisendreck, I always got to protect that map because that's my
it's a
map.
good map, but then they do the exact same thing in Revelations, like the exact same animations and
Oh,
everything.
that one I agree with. They copied Shadows of Evil by doing rituals to open up that teleporter to go to Nacht or
Yeah.
Noct. But yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
don't.
everyone's favorite maps?
What favorite like Call of Duty Zombies
Yeah,
maps?
favorite map am I?
Mine's probably Revelations. I just like all the different maps combined into one.
Can I have two?
No,
No, you gotta have one.
the word favorite means favorite.
Fine. Honorable mention is Origins, but my favorite map's the Reisendreck.
Mob of the Dead.
Nah, for that, I just feel like I don't know. Probably because I never played it as much as I probably should have. But I just feel like that it's really fast paced and at the same time slow.
A little thing, not Blood of the Dead, Mob of the Dead, not the Black Ops 4 one. Black Ops
Oh,
4 is
if
trash.
you're on about the Black Ops 2 one, then
I'm
yeah,
on
I
about the
like that.
Black Ops 2 one.
I just feel
I
like
don't know which
Black
one
Ops
that is.
4 was terrible. You know
Black Ops, yeah, that
Alcatraz?
was boring. I know it's a place in real life.
Yeah, so that prison was where they did like a zombie map
Oh, is
based
there a
off.
Mob of the Dead section in Revelations?
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where Speed is.
Yes, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. You can
Cyber
where you
also
Station's
went
get,
to when you went to a cafeteria and it's all on fire.
yeah.
That's fair. Most of the maps on fire, Jacob.
Oh no, but like
But yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen anything to do with Mob of the Dead. So I can't really voice if I agree or not with that.
Okay, I'm gonna counter your argument, not argument, your point, Jacob. Favorite map,
hmm,
but what about your least favorite map?
least favorite map. Right, we are we talking about only, the classic zombies, so like the the ones made by Treyarch,
Yeah,
or are we like, Vanguard? Because every single Vanguard thing, if it's them.
I'll narrow it down to two games. We'll do Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, because those were the OG type times of
Only
zombies.
from then two games. I've got to pick from then two games.
Yeah.
Right. Um. Die. No. Yeah. Die Rise from Black Ops 2, where you've got to use all the elevators and jump building to building.
Yeah.
I did not like that. Didn't like the perk on it either.
Who's who?
Yeah. Who's who?
What about you, Connor?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm just sat here gauntlet listening to conversations I don't know anything about. I've never heard of Dire. Stuff like that.
Okay, we'll
My
use your Black Ops 3 because you
yeah,
played Black
I
Ops
know.
3.
Well, I'm not gonna choose a Black Ops 2 map, am I? Like, what am I gonna say? Like, I don't even think Transit even is a Black Ops 2 one.
It
No,
is.
it's not.
Is it?
Transit
Oh.
is Black
Oh
Ops 3.
no, it is. I thought you said Black Ops 3.
Well, the only maps I don't play on Black Ops 3, I mean, I've got the Chronicles, so I've played some of the old games, like maps anyway. But the only like Black Ops 3 like home maps I don't like is Zetsubo and Gorod. Those maps are
Hmm.
absolute sleepers.
I backed that
They
up.
just it's just like a good example of just when over designing something proper ruins it. Like Gorod has potential to be a good looking map, but I feel like everything's just too everywhere.
The difficulty, like, I tried to do the Easter egg. I've done it, but like the steps that you have to do, so the Easter egg, like the bomb steps. If you mess up that bomb step, you done
You're
for.
done.
Is that
You
the
gotta
one where you get
restart.
to where the boss fight is like you beating that guy in the mech suit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the boss fight.
Which one is the person in the mech suit? Which
That's
like
Nikolai.
character? I knew it was either Nikolai or Nikolaj, but I feel like Nikolaj is the Brooklyn Nine-Nine kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had the right mindset, just wrong ending.
Another thing on
Yeah.
that, I don't know why they ended that storyline. They should not have ended it. I reckon that's what
No.
carried it. But yeah, I'm not going to go into that because that's a whole nother discussion. But my least favorite zombies map of all time is probably Transit. I just feel like it's so unneeded. I feel like COD would have probably done the exact same without Transit. It's either that or Farm, but Transit has got Farm in it, so yeah, I just feel like it's so unneeded.
The only time I've played zombies on Black Ops 2 is when I've played Transit. I'm not gonna lie,
I just absolutely hate it.
but
If they
I've only played like 3 matches of it, so can't really say much.
Sorry, if they had Transit today and put that in Cold War on Outbreak, that would be amazing.
I reckon that'd be fun. Yeah, but the only problem I had is the fog. The little zombies that jump on your face and scratch you. Um, what are they called? The Dedenes or
The
denizens?
Denes, those are Pokemon.
It's one of the two. Dedenes or denizens.
Demzins.
Um,
I've just told you the Denes are Pokemon. You can't say yeah, it's one of them two. I've just told you it's
yeah,
a Pokemon, lad.
I know Dedenes are Pokemon, but I don't know whether they called it the same or not.
No.
But yeah, denizens. I didn't like that, and the fact that they scatter all these parts in like town, farm, bus depot, stuff like that. I didn't like that.
I can't, like I said, I can't voice my opinion on that. I barely played that game, like map, never mind the actual game.
So we've all done Easter eggs before, right?
Not
Or
really, but
so you know the main four zombie characters like Richtofen and
yeah.
Dempsey and all that. Do you think it'd be a good idea to bring them back or find a way to bring them back?
I feel like they are the
They
face of
did.
zombies.
They have. They brought Richtofen back at the end of the Outbreak Easter egg.
Oh, I
At the
didn't know
very
that.
end, it was him walking out of the room. So he's in Cold War, but
I didn't
nobody
know
else is.
that. I just feel like if they brought the Ultimus gang back, I feel like it'd make more
They could have
sense.
had a better ending.
Like I feel like
Yeah.
in Tag de Toten, which is the map that ended it all, really. I just feel like it was so like unneeded because we had the crew from Buried and Die Rise and stuff like that. I don't know what they call that crew, but like with Misty and Stuhlinger and stuff like that. I feel like that was so unneeded. Like how does this crew end that other crew? Obviously,
Victus.
it's linked. Is it the Victus crew?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's so unneeded and unnecessary. I just feel like they should have had a big ending. Like I saw some videos on YouTube, making something called like a Great War map, which is Apothicons versus the Ultimus crew, which you'd
Yeah.
see in like Revelations or stuff like that every now and again. You'd get keybacks to that, which everyone thought, oh yeah, they'll make a big finale like the Great War. But I just feel like, yeah, I feel like it was such a bad ending.
The
I feel like,
ending to Revelations was the start of the Great War, but they never did it.
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like they should tie like the Shadow Zoodle group back into it with a Shadow Man.
Yeah, they did in Revelations.
Yeah, but not fully, I don't think.
Yeah, they didn't tie the actual full group there. They just brought Shadow Man back. But I feel like they're, because of what happened, they were going to use the summoning key to get out of that place. But obviously, Richtofen came in and stole it for his project rather than leave it, and he just left them there. So apparently, well, according to my information of what I think they're dead personally.
I mean, they've got to have died eventually if like constant swarms coming back
Yeah,
in. But I don't know. I feel like one or two of them would survive it.
but the Chaos Crew, the one that was in Black Ops 4, I don't know whether that had an ending. Do you know, Jacob? I didn't play much Black Ops 4.
What you on? What you
The
on about?
like Dead of the Night and stuff like that.
The Chaos Crew.
Yeah,
Oh, them. Yeah, that never had an ending either.
yeah.
They
So
they cancelled that as soon as one of the developers left.
yeah, so I don't know. I feel like they've just sort of from Black Ops 4. I feel like they've just gone on a downward spiral to ruining zombies for players.
The problem was that directors kept leaving,
Yeah,
and we had a director at the start, and then he left, and then someone tried taking over that story, which is why we got the futuristic versions of them characters.
yeah,
But then he left eventually, and like he took that new storyline with the newest characters out as
yeah.
well. But they did end
Personally,
it,
uh,
kinda.
has anyone played Infinite Warfare Zombies?
Yeah.
I
Nope.
unironically like it.
I liked that one because it had an ending. It was a full story.
I unironically liked it because I watched like some stuff back. I haven't played the maps. The only map I played was Zombies in Spaceland because that was like the map for me. I liked that map. because it's 80s themed, stuff like that. But I feel like maps like Raven Redwood, Beast from Beyond, and stuff like that, I just feel like those gave character development all the way through, because these 4 people random went into a theatre, they're actors, and they go through different time periods. So it starts in the 80s, goes to like the 60s or something like that. I don't remember what time frame it all is, but it all leads back into, like, they go back to the theatre and do like a boss fight there. I don't remember what the boss is called, but they do like a massive boss fight there and it all ends. I just feel like that's something that people should take on, to take on the chin. You what, sorry?
It was Satan, wasn't it?
It was Satan, but I don't remember. They had like a weird name for it. But yeah, I just feel like they should run off what Zombies in Spaceland's story, well, Infinity Warfare's story arc was, and run with that rather than having a whole different set of people. But yeah, that's my opinions personally.
Like a storyline in a game,
Yeah.
not stretched across, because it will just get ruined, I think, by the different gameplay, and people just not want to play it.
Obviously, had different features to each map, like
Oh yeah,
Dryas and Drek did. They had like bows, and then Gorod Krovi, they had the Mark III, stuff like that, and just implement bits of every map like they did in Revelations. But obviously, Connor doesn't know what we're talking about much, so
No, not at all.
we're gonna move on just so
Wait,
Connor
do you
can.
prefer the bows or the staffs as weapons?
I can't choose. I'm not choosing. I'm not.
You got to choose
I
bows or
can't.
staffs.
I can't.
no, bows. I love bows.
I don't. Oh,
I think the bows just look better. Like
the bows
10
look
times
Yeah.
better, but the staffs are so much cooler.
The staffs are too easy to obtain. I think
What do you mean?
compared to the bows, they're so much easier to obtain.
You've got to Yeah, you can get the basic staff, and then you've got to upgrade the staff, which
I
takes
know
a hell
you-
of a long time.
I know it takes a long time, but I feel like it's just easier.
No, bows are definitely easier to get.
They definitely are, because they're.
I don't know. From what I have played of Origins,
The-
the staffs are just too easy to obtain.
To get the base staff, it's hard, but to get the base bow, it's easier. But to upgrade the bows, it's hard. But to get like the upgraded staffs, it's easier.
That's what I meant. Just I completely forgot there was like a base bow and stuff.
It's
I
definitely
feel like-
like in the middle, I reckon.
Nah, I feel I've had a lot more trouble with the bows than it was having trouble with the stuffs.
Okay, so since we're talking about wonder weapons, what's your favorite wonder weapon from Black Ops 3? We'll leave it at BlackPs 3 just because Con hasn't played the rest of them.
I honestly, I barely use wonder weapons. All one I know is the servant.
Do you not
I
know
don't use
Thunder
wonder
Gun
weapons.
or Ray Gun or Mark II?
I wouldn't say those are Black Ops 3 wonder weapons.
Well, the wonder weapons that are in there. So you got like
Well, no, even staying on my point though, ray guns are boring.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
thunder
get
gun.
it's rubbish.
I told you last week that I just think the thunder gun is just fun to use rather than effective sometimes.
I see that.
And then what is it, the Wonder Waffle one?
Yeah.
I think that's just a bad weapon, personally.
Oh, well,
The baby gun.
I hate the baby gun.
I
just
love the baby
I hate
gun.
Shangri-La as a map. No, screw Transit. Shangri-La is my least favourite map.
I don't even know which one that is.
It's in Chronicles.
Yeah,
a jungle one.
There's like
temple.
there's a couple I didn't play.
It's a temple one that you probably want to play.
Oh, I know that one. Where it's like, oh, I
There's
know that
little
one.
monkeys that steal all your
No, that's
power
not
ups.
it. No.
Yeah, there's little monkeys that steal your power ups.
I thought. Are you on about Ascension monkeys?
No, there's monkeys in Shangri-La that come around and steal your power ups.
Yeah.
And you can get a free perk off of them if you let them change to a perk bottle.
I swear that was Ascension.
No.
No, I also remember it.
Well, I know that there's like
It's
monkey
an-
rounds and stuff in Ascension.
In,
Stuff
a,
like that.
in Ascension, they steal your perks.
Oh,
There's also, like-
right, yeah,
There's also a Shangri-La like part on Revelations, right?
yeah. He's
It's the like
base.
right of spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when stamina is...
Yeah, I guess I know I know some zombies knowledge, but not obviously as much as you two.
I love zombies.
I was always a multiplayer person, like honestly, true and true, just as a multiplayer person.
Yeah, I see that. Right, we're gonna move on. to a new section that we're gonna have every week. We're gonna make it. This is gonna be a reoccurring thing every week now. Something me and Connor have come up with. As a duo, like to like talk about people fighting. Really, is that how you'd explain it?
Yeah, the only thing I'd change about that is the fact that I came up with it, not me and you came up with it.
Fine.
Anyways.
We've all had our input. Shut up.
Have we? Jacob,
Yes.
have you had input making this game?
No
Okay.
input.
Well, anyway.
Charlie can't take credit. He wants to be veterinary.
Anyway, we've all had input. I'm gonna tell us that.
Oh my god.
Shut up. Right. Anyway, moving on. So it's gonna be a section where me and Connor have like a fight. With have like a fight between like characters, like say for instance Omni-Man and Kirby, for instance. So
You're
they
playing top trumps, basically.
yeah
Well, in a sense, but without like the little thing like, oh, I've got smart 70.
yeah.
Like,
So we're gonna just label a couple of characters. So we've got like Omni-Man, Invincible, Kirby, Pikachu, stuff like that. Like, any characters that you can think of, like from a game, TV show, movie, any sort of them characters. We go through, we'd spin a wheel that Connor's got up on his screen, and would find out which character would win. We'd obviously have to give statements why they'd win, or statements why this person count as that person. So we're gonna try it. Let us know in the comments what you think about it, and yeah, we're gonna do it. So do you want to go first?
It's also best of 3, and Jacob decides the winner of the matches.
Yes, that
Charlie
one.
would mention. Anyway, I'll spin. So is this spinning for me or spinning for you
Spinning
first?
for you.
Right. So my first character is spinning. So my first character is Pennywise,
Okay, so Pennywise is Connor's, and then what's mine?
and then your
Hold
character.
on. Before we like pick the other character, what type of Pennywise is it? Is it like, because there's two Pennywises. There's the TV show It, and there's the
movies.
Ju-
Okay.
movie It.
just the movie.
I didn't even know there was a
I
TV
didn't
show. I'm
know
gonna be
that
honest.
either.
Anyway, so mine was Pennywise. Charles is Goku.
Goku. Okay.
Oh, Goku wins.
So it doesn't matter which Pennywise.
Nah, Goku wins. Just
I'm not even gonna put forward an argument.
Goku wins because funny over 9,000 thing.
yeah.
That's not Goku who says that, but
Oh well.
We
sorry.
should do another one. Do another one. That
Do
was
another
too
one.
easy.
fine, we'll do another one. So my character is Darth Maul,
My
Okay.
character.
and then Charlie's character is this wheel spins so slowly, by the way. So my Darth Maul versus Charlie's Kratos. No, wait. Yeah, Kratos.
Ooh.
Okay, so I think I'd win because I'm literally the god of rage or the god of war. I literally am violence.
You can't like bump up your argument by saying the word literally after every single word. That's not how it works.
I've also
Right, I
got the
don't-
Leviathan axe, and that's like frost stuff, and yeah.
That means nothing. I don't know anything about Star Wars, but I know for a fact that the only thing I know about Star Wars is that Darth Maul exists, and that's for a reason because he's straight terrifying. His face makeup alone is enough to make Kratos like wee himself. And there's also it's not even got one lightsaber. It's got a cool double one, which is just obviously shows how cool he is. And it's red, and you know red's bad color.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kratos is
Right.
literally a god.
And
Okay. So it's Thor.
yeah,
Right?
Thor gets fat.
doesn't matter if he's a god.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Je-
Kratos
Je-
or Darth Maul.
Would you say Jedi's are gods because they have powers?
In a sense, yeah.
And Darth Maul's better than loads of Jedi, so does that mean Darth Maul's better than a god?
I wouldn't say he's better than a god. I'd just
Well,
say
you just said
he's-
about Jedi in a sense are gods, and Darth Maul's better than most Jedi's.
Plus,
You've
he's
just
not a
yourself
Jedi,
said-
he's a Sith, so he's way more powerful than a Jedi.
Exactly, and you've just said yourself, Charlie, that in a sense Jedi's are gods.
Personally, I think Darth Maul wins.
I also think that as well.
My reason being is because obviously he's got like a lightsaber, so
Yeah, that
that's number
stupid
one.
axe you was talking about, Charlie. Lightsaber goes straight through it.
Yeah,
It wouldn't.
it-
Trust me, it wouldn't.
What do you mean it wouldn't? It
It
literally
wouldn't.
would.
It wouldn't.
Lightsabers go
Right.
through anything.
how strong is Kratos?
Like what?
I haven't played the game. Is he able to get penetrated in the
Sorry.
ribs or something by like a stick?
Yes, but he can survive it.
Yeah, he can survive it. So he's able to get chopped up basically.
He's not able to get chopped up, but in one of the games, basically his entire front of his belly gets torn out, so there's like a massive hole through him. So,
And what does it get torn out by?
What? Sorry.
What does it get torn out by? Like a hand, someone's hand, or a big monster or
I
something?
think it's just a massive blast.
Right,
So you're saying a massive blast is a lot weaker than a lot stronger than just a lightsaber.
In a sense, yeah. 'Cause
so
you're dealing with gods.
let's assume that blast is like a normal explosion blast. So like gunpowder.
It wouldn't. No,
Type blast.
it wouldn't be. But you can determine it like that. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Right. A lightsaber's power is like way more powerful than the nuclear.
Okay,
energy,
but that's a lot
some sort of
smaller.
nuclear.
That's a lot smaller. The lightsaber doesn't
Yeah, but-
explode as soon as it penetrates someone. So I feel like
No,
they'd put up a good fight. But in all honesty, I reckon Kratos wins.
hey,
Well,
who's
of
deciding
course
the
you'd
winner
say
here?
that. Of course, you'd say that.
I'd say that just because, yeah, it's my character. But if you'd put it in front of two other people, I reckon that they'd say Kratos.
I don't think they would.
You
I've
can decide. You can decide.
I've
It's for you.
got to go with Connor.
All right, you go with Connor.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm quickly doing some research.
I can give you lists of.
Okay, Charlie. Just to completely show up your argument, the surface of the sun is 10,000 Fahrenheit. And a lightsaber is about 45,000 Fahrenheit.
Right.
So that means a lightsaber is like 4 times hotter than the sun. And you're saying Kratos survives it.
He is literally a god.
Okay,
But
And
his
the-
tummy got blown open by an explosion.
And
And
he's
he's gonna-
still alive.
and
Yeah.
you're going against the
But if
master
you
of the
chop him
wielding a
up-
sun.
Right, Kratos doesn't have the force, does he?
I'd
No.
say, doesn't Darth Maul have the Force?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Darth
he can just
Maul-
hold Kratos back, and then whilst he's back, just stab him with
Just
the power of Force.
slice him all up with his lightsaber, make him into like sushi, and he's gone.
And-
Like he might be alive, his heart might still be beating, but he's been beaten. He's not able to fight back.
How do you? How good is Kratos in like long range combat?
He's got his
Really bad.
hooks.
No.
Really bad. So Darth Maul can use the Force to control his lightsaber from a distance and just win.
Yeah.
If he's
And
using
you
his
know-
lightsaber to a distance to hit Kratos, then he can still block.
He can still block what? The power of 4 suns.
He has a bloody shield. It won't.
Okay, okay.
Trust me.
Sorry, yeah, sorry.
Right,
my bad. I forgot a shield can block the
Right.
blast
Sorry.
of 4
Yeah.
suns.
Look up what Kratos' shield's made out of.
What is Kratos' shield made of?
Wood.
I can't find it. It's just called a Guardian Shield. That's all it is.
Well, it's up to Jacob, but I personally think Kratos would win primarily
Right.
on rage weapons alone.
What do you say? His shield is vibranium.
Yes, more or less.
Right. Right. Now search up what a lightsaber cut through vibranium. Like, what temperature does vibranium? What you know what I mean?
Well, it's got to be quite a low temperature because obviously they forge vibranium to make weapons.
Yeah. So, I think Darth Maul wins.
Okay, next character.
Right.
Oh, we're doing more.
Yeah, it's best. It's out of 3 matches.
Okay.
Okay, Charlie, your character. We'll go your character first. It is. Okay, we're not do that one. We've already done that one. That's Pennywise. as if we've got Pennywise out of that list twice.
120 people, by the way. We pull
110.
Pennywise. Oh,
Wow, your
110.
information in this game is so wrong. Charlie, I just re-rolled and I got Pennywise again.
Take Pennywise off the list.
No, because that means it'll go down to an odd number. But that's Pennywise twice in the list of 110 people. Okay, your character now, Charlie, is oh, if it was slightly a bit further, you would have got Isabel from Animal Crossing, but instead you got Thanos.
Okay.
My character is
Wait, does Thanos have the glove fully
Yeah,
complete?
Thanos is Thanos level. Okay, and mine's Cassidy from Overwatch.
I think it's
Yeah, it's obvious there.
Not to come up with a good argument, like, but High Noon.
No, it's obvious. Like,
Shit.
Kratos can literally turn back time.
Okay, you have to cut me saying the bad word there.
I feel like no. Let's just say that if there was the situation where they was fighting each other and like Cassidy was to high noon him, wouldn't that take like a while for him to high noon?
He's
Yeah.
like a
And he can
tank,
just-
so it would take a while.
Yeah. Plus, he can just like click his fingers within seconds.
That's fair.
I think I take this round.
Fine. I'm only accepting it because when it goes to a cool tiebreaker to build tension, to build content.
Right.
Okay. I'll say one or two, Jacob, and you've got to assign me and Charlie one or two.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the first character. I'll DM you them, Charlie, and then obviously so you can see which is which.
I can't click on my DMs.
Oh, have you got your phone on you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll send you them now. Right.
Okay.
You see it? You
Yeah.
see it? I'm not sure who'd win out of that. Okay, Charlie. Not Charlie. Jacob. Assign me and Charlie one or two.
Right. Charlie won. You two.
Okay. So that means Charlie gets Winston from Overwatch,
Yeah.
and I get Batman.
I feel like
Batman.
yeah.
I mean, to give defense for Charlie's character, they both are really good at making with tech. They
They're
both have a lot of technology.
yeah, very smart people.
Are we basing it
Fair.
off abilities or random things that they could make?
If there was going an all-out brawl,
Right.
Like, just
Like,
overall, Batman wins.
well, yeah, to be fair, you can just shoot him, can't you?
Yeah.
I've got my bubble.
Just harambe him.
No, but like, Batman is way smarter and obviously has a lot more money.
He's a lot more
Yeah, lots
close
to it.
combat efficient as well, I reckon.
Yeah. Also, Batman took on all the Ninja Turtles, so it's like
it's true. Right, just for fun, just to add a bit of extra. Jacob, you go against the winner, so it's me versus Jacob, just as a fun round, nothing to actually go towards anything. Just as a bit of a section, so Jacob can give a case and a character, I feel. Right. Jacob, you get Torbjorn.
oh dear.
And Charlie, actually, do you want me or you to go against Jacob?
You can go.
I go, okay. I get Doctor Who.
Ooh.
I know nothing about Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, wins.
You
Easy.
you win easy.
Yeah.
You literally win easy. You literally can time travel.
What? No, Torbjorn wins.
I have no argument. I don't know what Doctor Who is really.
How does
know the
Torb
character.
win against Doctor Who?
How does Doctor Who win? He's got a
Right.
screwdriver.
Listen, Doctor Who can think in difficult situations really quick. He got a time traveling
Can he?
TARDIS that can defend him from the turret.
And that's like a really technologically advanced Portaloo. Or is it a phone box?
It's a phone box.
I can't remember if it was a sort of Portaloo or a phone box.
He can literally time travel, so they could go back to a time where they're not even fighting, and Doctor Who could just kill him.
Right, it could go back and kill him as a baby.
Let's not go that extreme, but yeah.
Ethically wrong, but that's how he could win it if it was to the death.
So I have to go
Okay.
with Connor. Sorry,
Yeah.
Torb wouldn't stand a chance. I'm sorry. His little Swedish heart.
I feel like we need to add some historical figures in this.
No.
Okay, no.
Um, Is there anything anybody wants to rant about before we stop?
No, I've not got anything this week. I'm quite chill this week.
What about you, Jacob?
Your attitude.
My
Oh my-
attitude. What?
No, I don't think there's anything. Oh, well, there's a slight mini rant, I guess.
Go on then.
The fact that Mortal Kombat's only coming to next-gen consoles.
Oof, that's rough.
I'm gonna try and make sure I get a next-gen console for Christmas this year, but the fact I have to get an entirely new, like, 300-400 pound console just to play one
You
game.
don't get
Because-
a PC.
I know I'm getting a better
Use
PC,
controller.
but a lot more games are coming to next-gen consoles only anyway.
Only.
Yeah, like
I'm not
there's this-
PC.
I mean, yeah, there's also PC, but I feel like the next gen console will just run better than the PC anyway. When it comes to when it's like some games are designed for that type of like processor and stuff.
Definitely does. My PC is pretty good, but whenever I go on PlayStation, my Fortnite load times are like instantly.
Like, as much as like I'm gonna try and deck out my new PC, like there is some games that are optimized for Xbox, like One S and One X and stuff like that. Not One S and One X, Xbox Series S and Series X.
But I've got some. I don't want to rant because it's not really a ranting situation. But I found out some new news about the new Spider-Man game. Apparently, Venom's going to be a playable character.
Oh, that's
Um,
good, right?
That's really good. I'm really excited for it. Like a lot more. I don't know whether it's been confirmed properly. Their words were. Let me just get it up. It was posted by GameStop. So shout out to GameStop in America.
Similar, like the time mine and your rant thing together. I've decided I'm not going to get a PlayStation just because I'm just going to get Spider-Man game on PC. That's not a game I really want as an optimized game, to be fair.
Let me see what they said.
Also, you still need to give me a Steam account for my
Miles
Spider-Man.
Morales. Yeah, I will.
Right, actually, I've got your Steam account.
Their words were experience new gameplay with Venom's abilities in Spider-Man 2 available October 20th. Pre-order the game now at their website. And it shows a trailer of obviously Spider-Man. So what everyone's taking that as is we're going to be able to play as Venom. Because it's saying
that
playing
sounds
with
alright.
Venom's abilities. But there also is counter-arguments as when obviously Peter gets the symbiote suit and turns all emo type thing.
Emo.
It's gonna like sort of clash. So I don't know. It could be either or. We might get Venom
Well,
as in the
it's not.
symbiote
It's
suit.
not a canon storyline, is it? Towards like anything big.
Oh no, it's not. It's not
So
a canon
stuff like that
storyline
clash-
to anything. That
Stuff
can
like that
happen.
clash. I don't think it matters really.
But you do definitely get a sight of Venom. So there is definitely you will see Venom before this symbiote, I reckon. So
Alright,
if we can
that's-
play as Venom, that'd be absolutely brilliant.
I
Jacob?
want to add one last little
I was about
thing.
to say anything you want to say to even it out since me and Charlie said something.
In the next Spider-Verse film, I want to see Peter Griffin.
That's the wrong type of
Or
Peter.
in a Spider-Man.
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig.
Oh my god, what if they make Family Guy canon with Spider Pig? Like,
Oh stop.
obviously there's Peter Parker.
Oh stop.
What if they make Spider Pig canon?
And why am I thinking of situations where that could happen now? Stop it.
I want to see Peter Griffin. I want.
Come through for a Doctor Strange portal.
I can just imagine it. Is like it just takes off his mask like, "Heh, this is my secret identity."
Just wondered.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be class.
But yeah, that is
That's about it.
absolutely everything for this week. Thank you all for staying till the end and watching. If you have stayed to the end, just leave a comment. I'd like to hear from you guys. Thank you. And this is Trinity signing off.